Good evening, everyone. You join us for this T10 between the Hyderabad Phoenix and the Delhi Demons. I'm Mike Atherton, and with me in the commentary box is Mel Jones, Ali Mitchell, Ian Healy, and the Silver Fox himself, David Gower.
Thanks, others. It's great to be here, and I'm sure we're in for a fantastic match. Earlier, I took a look at the conditions for the day, and it's a very batter-friendly pitch. There's not going to be much for the bowlers. Gorgeous clear weather. The Sunrisers win the toss, and they're going to have a bat. It seems the sensible decision given the look at the pitch. There will be something for the bowlers, but not much.
Here we go. First ball of the match. Nothing better than getting a game started and hearing the sound of leather on willow.
Wait on!
Finds the fielder with that shot.
Not a great delivery, got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Yep.
A couple on offer here.
Off the mark nicely. Good movement and communication straight away, and they get a couple.
Bowled him! Beauty, absolute beauty.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark their guard. They just need to rotate the strike early on as they get settled. Big appeal. A wonderful delivery to get the edge. They've got to keep hammering away at that spot time and again.
Yep.
There'll be runs here. There'll be one run here for them.
And they're away and nicely off the mark.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, and will want to show everyone their strength.
Yes.
They'll get at least one.
Immediately underway with some runs.
4 runs added there. The Sunrisers are 4 for 1. The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the south end. Stark, the pace bowler, coming into the attack.
Wait, yeah.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Exquisitely down the front foot, a gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Yep.
Well placed, should get a single.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
Bold, disturbs the furniture.
Well, they lose the second wicket. It's a long way back to the sheds, and you can tell they're not happy with that dismissal.
The right-handed batsman is coming in at number 4 for Hyderabad
Yep.
Phoenix.
Nice shot, runs possible.
Decisive running might have got them too. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
Yep.
Oh my, that's racing away.
That's a very difficult shot to get right. Straight back at the bowler with a lot of pace, and the covering fielder had no chance.
Drives and misses everything.
Stark with a superb delivery.
Are now
Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Start doing really well to keep the pressure on these two. Another good over of bowling.
Yep.
Nice timing, good batting, won't get to the boundary.
Keeper's ball. Yep.
They'd look for a couple here.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Bowler is confident on this one. Very sweet off the bat, and 4 all the way.
Tried it, not very well. Smashed to the boundary.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder?
Yep. Bowler.
Onto the front foot and punched it nicely. Would have hoped to find the rope. Shoulders, arms, and true to the wicketkeeper.
Waiting.
Couldn't get it through the field. That's the end of a very good over. Good pressure being put on the batters. Start from the south end.
Yep.
Good precision with the throw, back from the deep. Really raced between the wickets after it was clipped away nicely behind square.
Huge shout. The bowler seems very confident with that one.
Wait there.
Great shot. At least one on offer.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
Yep.
Not taken. A boundary, but not a convincing one.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
That's the over. The Sunrisers are 27 for 2. Ngidi, the right-arm medium bowler, is coming into the attack from the north end. Edge! What a ball! Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Super shot, that.
There was minimal follow-through, just great timing to punch it through the field for 4.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you've just got to accept it and move on.
Catch it!
timed that brilliantly.
You could see by how it whistled away to the boundary just how sweetly this was timed.
What else do they have in their bag of tricks? Not much seems to be working at the moment.
Yep.
Ease through the field. There'll be runs here.
Waiting.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Misses out there on the short and wide one. A little late on that, no run scored.
End of the over. The Sunrisers are 36 for 2. The left-arm unorthodox bowler is coming into the attack from the south end.
Yep.
Perfect technique and placement.
Well, that was a very solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Yep. Bowler.
That was a solid shot. Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably deserved more from it.
Yep.
That's
Bowler.
great fielding. That ball was flying.
Got forward and was able to drive the ball. Lovely shot and good running.
Yep. Keeper.
Misses everything.
Nice
A reckless heave. This batter is usually a bit more elegant in their stroke play than this. Poor batting.
Beaten on the drive.
That looks like an attempt to drive that one away, but poor timing and missed everything.
Over. The Sunrisers are 43 for 2. Going with spin now.
Left-armer is coming into the attack.
Yep.
Good bit of timing there.
Just missed the line, not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Yep.
That has gone very, very high. Might be safe.
Just perfection, a majestic shot. You just cannot hit it any better than that. Raced away to the boundary. The captain bringing in the field here, trying to prevent the strike rotating.
Shots are certainly being played at the moment. Some good batting mixed in with a little bit of good fortune. That's 2 boundaries in 2 balls.
Field moving around a bit here, trying to stop the batters getting singles.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away.
A few moves made in the field.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
I'm not sure what happened with that delivery. Maybe trying the slower ball, but just got it all wrong.
Wait on.
That's right off the meat of the bat.
And that brings up the 50 partnership for these.
Solid partnership, 50 so far. Now it's time to really build a big score.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Waiting.
Caught, gone.
After all that effort, they just couldn't manage to go onto the 100. They'll feel like they've missed out here.
It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first one behind them and then push on. The keeper seems convinced this is out. Could be worthwhile sending it to the third umpire.
How close is that? Could be the wicket. Nothing picked up from the bat. This could spell trouble. No problems at all with where the ball is pitched. Oh, that's so close, but the decision will stay the same. And it's unfortunate in the end, but if you're the batter, you're still there.
It wasn't a great decision to start with. Not surprised to see the umpire's decision stand. Thought it got past them, but a fantastic dive to cut it off.
Yup.
Edged.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Out. What a catch.
Another one gone. The fourth wicket is in the bag. A bit of trouble if there was another to fall quickly. We've seen some very good bowling.
Livingston comes out to bat in a bit of form, but it'll be interesting to see how they go today.
Wait.
Cuts that off well in the infield. Livingston ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps.
Yeah. Keeper.
Livingston gets off the mark.
5 runs added there. The Sunrisers are 63 for 4. Right in the slot, right where they like it. The ball races to the boundary.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
Yeah.
Nicely played.
Doesn't even wait to see if the ball's going to do anything. Onto the front foot, punches it away to the boundary.
Yep. Keeper.
Thick edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great last ball to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. Sweetly hit down the ground. They'll be hard pressed to stop it. Playing all their shots in that over, a very expensive over. The left-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the south end. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. It's getting to where this is becoming a problem. It's obvious it isn't out, but they appeal anyway.
Yep.
Good shot, a beauty.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Oh, nice bowling.
Oh, yes, the slow one beats the bat. Didn't pick it out the hand.
Yep.
Loud shout.
Yep.
Great shot, great timing.
It was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
Patel, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Picks the gap perfectly.
Bowlers.
11 runs added there. The Sunrisers are 87 for 4. And the innings comes to an end. The Capitals will need 88 runs. The openers are coming out to begin the chase. A few early boundaries will help settle things down. The bowlers will only need a sniff to get back in the game.
Yep.
That was clever. Just had to wait on it to make sure of it.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Yep.
Finds the fielder with that shot. Needs a direct hit.
Just a little bit wide, well picked up. And let the ball do all the work, really, just to nudge it down towards third. That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play. Umpire signals wide. Such a poor delivery. Really need to work out what actually went wrong there.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there.
Well, a lovely shot. Really good timing. Out of the middle, and it raced to the boundary.
Couldn't have hit that any better.
Always back in the ball there. Drives the ball away nicely and picked the gap at cover very well.
Well placed. Should get a single.
Yep.
No trouble at all to punch it away to the boundary for 4. A poor delivery.
Really playing all their shots that over. Really expensive. The left-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the south end.
Yep.
Brilliant shot, that. A couple on offer here.
Good return, back from the deep. Exquisitely down the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
Not a great delivery. Got it full and lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Couldn't have played that any better.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
they'll get at least one. Out! Good catch!
The first wicket is down, back to the pavilion, and disappointment is etched on their face. Can't believe they got out like that.
Wait there.
Quick onto that in the infield.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
It mightn't get to the boundary, should at least get a couple.
It was wide and suitably dealt with.
End of the over, 11 runs coming from it. The Capitals are 29 for 1. Nice shot.
You give that much width and you're asking for trouble. That was so well timed and flew over the boundary.
There'll be runs here.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
They'll push hard, should get back for 2. There'll be 1 run here for them.
Nicely ran, working the ball away into the gaps to find the easy single.
Perfectly timed. Chance to run 2.
They're fast between the wickets. Good fielding keeps it close though.
Oh, that is a great catch.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A good start, but that's all they've managed. They did the hard work and threw it away in the end.
Lots of pressure coming into bat. We'll have to wait, though, to face their first ball.
That's a much better directed short ball. Didn't quite manage to get the bat in position. It's through to the keeper. That's the 1 bouncer for the over.
Drives and misses everything.
That was a slower delivery, played too early, and it went straight through to the keeper.
Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4. A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps.
Nice one.
Great shot. Placement exquisite.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
Lovely shot back past the bowler. Runs to be had here.
Had all the time in the world to get in position to play that ball. Timed it nicely for 4 runs.
Zampa, the spinner, coming into the attack. super piece of timing.
One of those ones where you really have to make sure you watch it all the way onto the bat. Picked up the slower one nicely.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary.
Zampa with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
That's it. Lovely timing. Will this one go to the fence?
Found the gap with ease. Wasn't the worst ball you'll see, but it still raced to the rope.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come. Got that away nicely.
Fine placement and enough timing to get that ball away to the boundary.
Zampa is finding it difficult to contain this pair at the moment. My advice would be to go back to your stock delivery and move on from there.
Just need one of the cameramen to send that one back. A little bit of width, but clinically put away.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right.
A little late on that, no run scored.
That's the over. The Capitals are 67 for 2. The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the south end. Absolutely nailed it.
All the way, got it right out of the middle.
Ferreira has got the big shot away this over. Now they can focus on playing the next ball on its merits. Easy catch. Didn't have to move, really.
As they head back to the pavilion, they'll be wishing they went about this innings a little differently. Not too much to speak of on the scoreboard.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled.
A little bit of wobble on that ball, as it's safely taken by the keeper. Not enough on it to entice a shot, though.
Oh my, that's racing away.
Well, that was a very solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on.
Waiting.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
Wait on.
Well, not a great delivery. Got it full. Lucky not to be hit to the boundary.
Strong appeal.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end for someone with such batting skills. This one goes down as a fail.
difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to set themselves up before facing their first ball. The right armour is coming on to bowl from the north end. Middle that one, great timing.
That was timed very, very well. Great shot, driven down the ground and flew over the boundary.
Four runs, square of the wicket. Excellent shot.
And that marks the end of the match. The Delhi Demons complete a decisive victory in this match. Thank you very much for joining us here.
From the moment the openers walked onto the ground, you felt they knew it was their day.